Hello guys, Danny here and welcome to this video. So in this video we're going to be putting Chrome OS to the test. So if you're in the market for a new laptop and you maybe been looking at Chromebooks, you might just find this video really helpful. So Chromebooks, I really like them overall. I think they're great little laptops. Number one being they are quite affordable. They're really fast to boot up, and once you're using them they're really snappy, and they're really good for people who spend most of the time browsing the web. But I have noticed on the internet, if you look at a lot of the reviews, generally they do get great reviews, 4-star reviews, 5-star reviews, really positive reviews, as you can see here on Amazon. But you occasionally get a few poor reviews where people are really disliking the Chromebook. And I think these people, I don't think there's nothing wrong with the reviews. I think they're very helpful for people to read. But I do think these people really made a bad buying decision when they bought a Chromebook, because the Chromebook was never going to be suitable for their needs. So now I'm going to put this Chromebook to the test and I'm going to see what it's capable of. So then if you are interested in getting a Chromebook, you can make a better buying decision. So one thing just to remember before we get into the test, that this video was created on September 2014. So this is currently how the Chrome OS performs and how Chromebooks generally are. But in the future, we should expect to see updates to Chrome OS and they will become more capable. There's also talk about Android apps coming to Chrome OS, which would make the whole operating system a lot more powerful. So just bear in mind, a lot of things you'll see in this video are subject to change in the future, but currently this is what Chrome OS is capable of. So after the initial setup and finding my feet with the operating system, the first thing I wanted to really try out was just to see if it could play back any video files and what kind of video files it could play back. Now I've got a few movies I downloaded on my other computer from the internet and a TV show, and I just wanted to see if the Chrome box could play them files back. So what I did is I put them onto a thumb drive, connected it to the Chrome box. And if we just go to Files, and you can see here we've got the Google Drive, we've got the Downloads folder, and then we've got the thumb drive which we've just connected. So if we go into that, you can see here we've got a few images and also a few video files. So let's have a look at the images first. So as you can see, the Chrome box is quite able to show images, playback images. You would expect that, I'm sure. Works pretty well. Also, we can edit these images if we want to, just basic stuff, but it's still nice to have these options. Got auto fix, we can crop, we can change the brightness, the contrast, and a few other things. So that's pretty cool how we can do that with images. So if you've maybe got some holiday photos you want to view on a bigger screen, it works quite well for that. Now let's try some video files. So we're going to try this one first, movie1.mp4. Now the container is a .mp4. Not 100% sure what the codec is in these video files, but let's just see if the Chrome box can play it. So we'll click on that, and as you can see, it started to play. We can put it into full screen, and it's also playing with audio, so that's pretty good. So that was a success. So the next one we're going to try is another .mp4, and this is movie 2. So this is a different movie, so let's see if it can play this one. And as you can see there, it can play the file, and it's playing it with audio at a good frame rate, so everything's good there. So it can play back that one pretty well. Some of these movies are in HD, so it can play high definition video as well. So that's pretty cool. So next up, we're going to try movie 3, which is a .avi file. So this video file started playing, but unfortunately it was missing the audio, and also the playback was very juddery. It was dropping frames, so that wasn't successful. It wasn't really worth watching. Finally, we've got a TV show here, which was a .mkv file. I didn't expect the Chrome box would be able to play this after not being able to play the .avi file, but I gave it a go, and I was surprised to find it actually could play the video file back fine. The quality was good, the frame rate was good, and also the audio was fine, so that was a success. So my final thoughts on video playback was it was quite good. It managed to play quite a few other files. Now if you are downloading movies and TV shows from the internet regular, you will find it's going to be a bit hit and miss. Some files are going to play, some are not. You can always try and make sure you download the right type of file, what the Chrome box or Chromebook supports. But there's going to be times you maybe get it wrong and it'll be the wrong type of file and it won't play back. So that's something you're going to just have to live with. It can't play every type of video file like Windows computers can or Mac computers can. But it did a pretty decent job in my opinion, and you could always encode the video files on another computer, maybe on a Windows machine, then bring them into your Chromebook and watch them on the Chromebook on the go or something like that. That would definitely work out quite well. But something to just take into account if you're wanting to watch a lot of movies and TV shows from the internet. You may run into a few problems, but it definitely can be done. So the next thing I wanted to try out was just to see what would happen if I connected my smartphone to the Chrome OS. Now I've got an iPhone here and also an Android phone, so I thought I'd try them both out. Obviously connecting the iPhone, we'll do that now. I wasn't expecting much to happen here, but I thought maybe we'd be able to access the photos on the iPhone and maybe the videos, but I thought it would be a long shot, but let's try it. And there you go, I've connected it. The iPhone has started charging, so it will charge from this device. But unfortunately, if you go into files, again, it doesn't show up. The iPhone doesn't show up. There's no way of accessing the photos or the videos or anything like that. So we'll disconnect that, like so. And the next one we will try is the Moto G, which is an Android smartphone. So most Android phones are the same. So let's see if Android will work with a Chrome OS. You kind of would expect it to do since they're both operating systems from Google. Let's connect that. And again, the phone will start charging, but unfortunately it does not want to connect to the Chrome OS. There's no way of accessing any files on the Android phone. I'll not show you here, but I did go into the settings and tried a few different things to get it to work, but it won't do. Then I did a little bit of research on Google, and it possibly is a feature what is coming in the future to Chrome OS, where you'll be able to connect your Android phone to access your media and pictures, videos, etc. But at the moment it isn't supported, so that's something to bear in mind. Now this is a major issue because if you have got some photos on your phone you want to get onto a larger screen, let's say your Chromebook for example, you can just do it through Google Drive, or you can just email them to your Chromebox or your Chromebook. So that's not a major problem, but it would have been nice if we could quickly have accessed photos and videos from our smartphone via USB. Now both of these phones I tried, the iPhone and the Moto G, don't have micro SD cards. So if your phone does have a micro SD card, you probably will be able to connect that to the Chromebook to get photos and video off fine. So that's something to bear in mind. So next up, I've got a few different cameras I wanted to try with the Chromebook. We've got some compact cameras, we've got a DSLR camera, so quite a professional camera you could call it, and also a camcorder. So first of all, the compact cameras, you know, your point and shoot cameras, you can basically just take your pictures and take your videos on your compact camera, connect the SD card to your Chromebook, and you should have no problems viewing the pictures. That goes without saying. Pictures will play back fine, as we've already seen earlier in this video. And also, more than likely, your video should play fine. I can't obviously vouch for every camera on the market, but at least from the two cameras I tried, video playback was fine. So say you maybe go on holiday, you take a few snapshots and also take a few little videos, you should be able to play them back fine on the Chromebook. But obviously I cannot say that for sure, but at least from my experience that worked out fine for me. Now when it comes to DSLRs, I took a few photos and they played back fine on the Chromebook. Again, photos don't seem to be an issue. But where it did let itself down a little bit was I was unable to play back any video I recorded on the DSLR. And also when I tried the camcorder, I recorded some video, connected the SD card to the Chromebook, and I was unable to play back any of the videos from the camcorder. So I say if you've got a DSLR camera or a camcorder and you want to shoot a lot of video, probably a Chromebook isn't ideal and you probably should avoid a Chromebook for that kind of work. But if you're maybe just going on holiday with your compact camera, taking a few snaps, taking a little bit of video, and you maybe want to upload it to Facebook or something like that, a Chromebook should work fine. So one thing I do want to touch on in that is accessories. I've got quite a few computer accessories laying around, so I wanted to see if they would work with the Chromebook. And I was quite surprised that most of the accessories worked fine. So the first one I did try was a webcam. It was a Logitech webcam, in fact. And this worked fine with the Chromebook. Now I think most people will just use the webcam built into the Chromebook. But if you're wanting maybe a better quality webcam, more than likely most webcams will work with the Chromebook, especially Logitech ones, from my findings at least. Obviously I've not tried every webcam on the market, but the ones I tried worked fine. That's the same for microphones. If it's a USB microphone, it will more than likely work with the Chromebook. I know the ones I tried 2 or 3 different ones and they worked fine. So you'll probably be okay with USB microphones working with the Chromebook. Obviously Chromebooks again come with built-in microphones, but if you want a little bit better quality, there's always the option of a USB microphone. Now, printing from the Chromebook, more than likely you're not going to be able to print using your current printer if you've got one. You will need to purchase a printer which is compatible with Chromebooks, and they'll need something called Google Cloud Print. Now, these printers will work with any computer, if it be Apple computers, if it be Windows computers, and obviously more importantly they'll work with Chromebooks. I had quite an old Kodak printer here which is a couple of years old, and there's no way it was ever going to be able to print from a Chromebook. You definitely do need a Google Cloud printer, and basically these printers connect to the internet, and this is how you will print from your Chromebook. So next up, I tried a few different keyboards and a few different mice. Now the USB ones I connected, I expected them to work fine, and both of them they worked fine. So a USB keyboard and a USB mouse worked perfectly well. Obviously I can't try every USB keyboard on the market, but I would expect that most USB keyboards are going to work fine with the Chromebooks, and also the mouse for that matter as well. I also tried a Bluetooth keyboard and a Bluetooth mouse, and I was quite surprised that these actually worked fine as well. So Bluetooth on the Chromebook, it seems to work fine with Bluetooth devices, because I also tried some Bluetooth headphones, and I was quite surprised to find that they worked fine with the Chromebook as well. So Bluetooth is quite good on the Chromebooks. So now we're going to use the Chrome OS to access a few kind of important websites I would hope would work on the Chrome OS. And these are basically mostly going to be video websites. So the first one we've got here, as you can see, is YouTube. And YouTube being a Google product, you'd expect it to work, and obviously it does. And the playback is pretty decent, as you can see. You can watch videos in widescreen, works perfectly. I know most of us watch video back on YouTube. It's probably one of the #1 places we get our video content from. So that's pretty good. Next up was Facebook, and Facebook works fine on the Chrome OS. You'd expect that. It's a web page, but also video. So anyone who uploads video to Facebook, they play back fine on the Chrome OS. So if you've got a lot of friends in that who upload videos, you know that they will actually play on the Chrome OS. No problems there. Next one was Netflix, an important one for me because I do have a Netflix subscription, so I do want things to play back. And yep, Netflix videos play back fine. I wasn't sure if they would, but they've worked out perfectly. So the next website I wanted to try was amazon.co.uk, and I wanted to try out the Prime Instant Video service and see what movies and TV shows would play on there. And unfortunately, I found out that movies and TV shows on Prime Instant Video will not play back on Chrome OS. Now this is due to the fact that you need the Silverlight plugin to get videos to play on Amazon, but unfortunately Chrome OS doesn't support the Silverlight plugin. Now if you go to Amazon.com in the US, and you will find that Amazon.com supports Silverlight and also Flash Player. And if you are using a Chromebook or something like that, you can watch videos on Amazon.com through the Flash Player. But unfortunately, if you're in the UK, there's no way to get Amazon.co.uk to work with a Chromebook if you want to watch videos from there. Now this could change in the future, but currently it doesn't work, which was a bit of a disappointment. So the next one I want to try out was BBC iPlayer. So let's just click on a random video. We'll click on yesterday's EastEnders. Hit play and let's see how we get on there. So there you go. That looks like a success there. Video will play back on BBC iPlayer. So the next website we're going to try is itv.com and the ITV. So next we're going to try the ITV player. So we've got an episode of Only Way is Essex here. Let's see if this will play. And yep, that looks like a success. So ITV player will work. So the next website we'll try is 4OD or 4 On Demand. So we'll just try a random show here. So yep, that looks like it's going to be a success there as well. So 4OD works, channel 4. So next up we'll try channel 5 and we'll see if this show will play. So that was a success. So the next website I tried was BT Sports, but unfortunately you needed the Silverlight player there to play BT Sports, so there didn't seem to be no way around this. So that was a little bit of a downer there again. Next up I tried Sky Go, and unfortunately as you can see here you need a Silverlight plug-in again, so this won't work. Obviously it works on PC and Mac, iPad, iPhone, Android, but unfortunately it doesn't work on Chrome OS. Next up I tried tvcatchup.com, so this is a great way in the UK to watch free-to-air channels over the internet. So let's have a look. So we'll just try BBC and see if it starts playing. And as you can see there, we look like we're good to go there. We're getting a bit of an ad, but it looks like TV Catch-Up will work fine on the Chromebook. So the final site I wanted to try was Spotify, and we've got the Spotify web player here. So this works in your browser, and I was quite confident this would work, and it did actually. So really happy with that. And as you can see here, we can just start playing some music through Spotify. So probably most music services should work like this. So that was a good positive. So the next thing I wanted to try out is just how usable Chrome OS was when you was offline, when you didn't have an internet connection. So with a little bit of fiddling and stuff, it's quite possible to get some functionality out of Chrome OS when you're offline. And if we go to our files, we can access all our files from our downloads folder and also our Google Drive. So that works quite well. So you can open documents, you can obviously play back videos, look at your pictures and stuff. Assuming you have them synced with your Chromebook or your Chromebox. But things like Gmail and Docs and Calendar and that, they do need an internet connection in general. Like if we go to the Gmail here, you can see this app is currently unreachable. That's because we've got no internet connection. But all these apps do have an offline mode, which you can set up quite easily. So for example, we've got a Gmail offline mode. So we can access all our emails, so they're all stored locally. So if we do have lack of an internet connection, we can access our emails. That works quite well. And the same with Calendar. I've also set that up so it will work offline. So we can at least access our appointments and basically our calendar when we're offline. So it is possible to have some functionality there when you are offline. Obviously, being online is better. That's when you'll be able to do more. But it works quite well offline as well. But just like any computer really, without the internet connection you are more limited, and especially with Chrome OS because it does rely heavily on the internet. But at least there is some sort of functionality there even when you haven't got an internet connection. So finally guys, I just want to quickly touch on the Chrome Web Store. So as you can see here, I've visited the website chrome.google.com/webstore, and this is where you download the applications for the Chrome OS. Now most of these are just web applications, and when you download them, install them on the Chrome OS, all you're really doing is installing a bookmark to the web page. Now anyone with a computer which has got a browser can access these applications through the browser. It's nothing particularly special, it's just web apps, and basically this is what Chrome OS is all about. But in saying that, there's a new thing I've noticed recently, and bear in mind I've just started using Chrome OS, but this is something new to Chrome OS, and something I've just found out about, is if you just go down to collections, there's a small category called here for your desktop, and if we click on these applications are designed to work outside of the browser and to actually work offline. So very much similar to the Gmail offline, what I've just showed you a little while ago. These applications are saying these applications which will run offline. So kind of giving your Chrome OS and your Chromebook a little bit more functionality offline, and these applications might possibly be a little bit more richer in terms of features. And something I do want to quickly touch on before we do go is that Google did announce that they will be bringing Android applications to Chrome OS in the future. Now I don't know how this will work, if we'll be able to get access to the Play Store on Chrome OS, or they'll bring out a separate store for Chrome OS, but basically Android applications will be able to run on Chrome OS. Now I don't know if the developers will need to port them over, if we'll see all the Android apps available or what, how it all works. But one good thing about at least Android apps are coming, and that will mean more powerful applications with more richer features in the future, which is pretty cool. So there we have it, guys, me putting the Chromebook to the test. Hopefully you found this video helpful. I know it was a really long video, so if you definitely made it to the end, I'm sure you are definitely interested in getting a Chromebook, and hopefully you found this video helpful. If you're based outside of the UK, sorry I couldn't try any other websites other than the UK websites, such as the video websites. There's no way I really could try things like Hulu in America and things like that. So sorry I couldn't do that. But for people in the UK, hopefully you found that really useful. And for everyone else, hopefully you found something useful in this video as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.